Happy Saturday evening, everybody. I am doing my typical Saturday night, getting ready for church, and got a new razor that just came in today. It's a gem push button. For those who haven't seen it before, this is my first one. I had to learn how to use it real quick. Just kind of push in, it closes. Push back, it opens. My thumb just stopped it from popping open. Pretty nice, simple design. Using a brand new gem blade. Make sure it's lined up, locked into place. My Klar 24mm high mountain white, and I'm using Klar. It's the first soap, or a soap that Jaime Cobos sent me in large samples. So this is the, I guess it's a day one of my Jaime experiment. I'll be loading that from my hand here in just a minute. But let me a quick read off of Matthew 19. I'm just going to read one part. I encourage you guys to check out from 16 through 30 of 19. But this just part is perfect to me. I'll read 25 and 26. The disciples were astonished. Then who in the world can be saved, they asked. Jesus looked at them intently and said, humanly speaking, it is impossible. But with God, everything is possible. Now, the setup, obviously, that's a little, there's a lot to it. Challenge you to read it all. This will be my first time loading from my hand, so it'll be interesting to see how this works. I watched David Gonzalez do it a while ago. So, but it's also how Jaime suggested I do it. But, yeah, I was just talking about rich man asking, you know, how to get in heaven and all that, but I suggest you read that. It's a good little passage. 19 is pretty good altogether from what I read, and it even talks about divorce, which is a tough topic to me. And yeah, in there Jesus talks about how you know, divorce is obviously not permitted, but then he's questioned on it, and he says, well, only if, you know, a question on why Moses allowed it. He said, well, it's only permitted if in my translation it says if the wife, that's the only translation I've read. I don't know if it specifies any of the new ones, or if the intent is now that if the husband's unfaithful, the wife is too. I would imagine that's the case, but I'm not a scholar. But it says, yeah, that if the wife is unfaithful, the husband may remarry, or file for divorce and remarry. So, obviously, I hope no one else has to go through that. Been there, done that. Hated it. Moved on. But on to happier thoughts. This Klar, I think it's a pretty good load, plus what I have in my hand. Let's see, still a nice little deal. I'm going to set that off to the side for a minute. A lot in my hand. Wet my face real quick. Smells very nice. Beautiful rose scent. So the only other rose I have is is Love by Soap Commander, which I love, and that's in all seriousness. See how I like this compared. I guess they, I don't know when they stopped making this soap, so I'm very thankful to have gotten some from Jaime. Good size chunks. I'm assuming that's going to last quite a while. I guess somebody else bought the formula, if I understand correctly, from what I read a while back. I think it was Jim Overton, who, a good old friend, recommended Klar to me a while back also. Just never got it till now. I never hunted for it myself because Once again, it was rose scented, and I figured, rose. I want to see if I can handle a little more water. I think it's good, but I just want to see what I can do. But for those that don't know, I consider my life to be mainly an open book, and but been divorced. It's coming up on 2 years now. Got separated in January 13. Divorced in March of 13. And I'll leave it at that with the issues overall. First of all, look at that lather. There's a lot on there. Been blessed in a lot of ways with the divorce. Obviously, I wish I still was married. Obviously, signed up from the dotted line and with God to be married for life. My wife had other plans, but I've been graced with wonderful kids. Yeah, my second half of my life now has been amazing. But I'll always live with that regret of knowing I should have tried harder myself. So my challenge to you who might be going through marital problems, or for those thinking about getting married, newly married, married without any problems, cherish it, fight for it. Don't neglect it. Take the time. I know one issue that I consider to be a issue in my marriage was I think having kids a little too early. Don't take that as I regret my children. I don't. But it was just kind of looking back, wish we would have waited a little longer. Heck, we'd only known each other 10 months, we got married. For these razors, it's always fun to get the nose area. And that's not a weeper. It's got something there, a little bump. It's been cut open the last couple shaves. But no, what I meant by just waiting on the kids is I just think we didn't give ourselves enough time to learn to be married, learn from each other, grow together. So please take that time if you're not married yet, or if you're married and don't have kids yet, take the time you need. Learn from others' mistakes. Seek counseling too. But here's the big catch. Be honest. I'm not saying be honest with, well, I am saying be honest with your spouse and your fiance, whoever. But when you're seeking that premarital counseling, be honest with the pastor. Be honest with God. It's very easy to just think, oh, this is what I'm supposed to do. If that person loves you as much as they say they do, and you say, hey, it's not ready, let's wait a little longer. If they disagree, you know, and they say, oh no, we have to do it now. Maybe it's not meant to be right then. I don't know. And obviously each situation is different. I'm not a pastor, you know, counselor. I'm loving the way this thing shaves. Somehow I thought I got my neck there, but I guess not. Or I got it on my shirt. It's very smooth. Yeah, just very nice. It's got a funky little look to it, the way the back look kind of ridges up, but I really like the feel. Honestly, I could call that good as a 2-passer. Once again, I think today I'm just going to go, just like I did last night. I think it was last night. I'm not going to go against, actually I'm going to go against the grain. Never mind. Once again, this shave has to last a while. Very nice. I wanted to pair, speaking of what I'm going to pair it with, I'm using Tobacco Rose by Ginger's Garden. I wanted to pair it with my my Love Balm, but somehow I misplaced it. Last time I knew it, I had it at my barber shop, and I was showing that and some pre-shave oils to the barbers. So either I left it there, might be in my car. I gotta look. I'll do that in a few minutes, but I was already getting ready to shave when I realized I didn't have it. So that's the only place I could think it'd be. Super smooth against the grain. I am impressed. I'm just, this might even shave better than the 43. Though I like the handle on the 43 better, this is nice. Got some good grip to it, but having the back be smooth like that. I guess with the way I'm holding, it's not too bad, but it just kind of doesn't feel the same in the hand. Probably just get a preference, getting used to it. All right, let me cold rinse. I'm not going to do any touch-ups unless I feel something really bad. And you know, for a shower or a shave with no shower, I did absolutely zero pre-work on this shave at all. Didn't have the time. Good enough. Oh, the man spot there. Guys, don't grow sweaters. Don't let your sweater show. All right, Ginger's Garden. Always great. It'll be a nice compliment to the night. Once again, I wanted to use Love because I thought it would pair better just being just that pure rose scent. But this is wonderful as well. And with Ginger's Garden, I put on a lot. I freely admit I probably overdo it. But when you love it, you love it. Alright guys, let me rinse my hands. So I covered a quick verse or two in Matthew chapter 19. Check out the chapter, some good stuff in there. Yeah, this is a nice looking razor, smooth, I liked it, very good operation. Brush obviously is flawless as always. It's a great brush. I'm actually going to be ordering a new Nathan brush next week. We've already kind of hashed out the plans. I can't wait until I get paid. It'll be a special brush to me as well. I also picked up this Ever-Ready along with this the push button. So I'll be shaving with that soon. I need to do some cleanup on it. I might shave with it before, I don't know, depends on what I want to use tomorrow. But everybody had a great shave. I'll get back to Stroke Shop here in another day or two. I just took the day off, kind of getting burned out of the same brand. I know I was going to do a full series, didn't happen. But this was fantastic shave. There my cap is. I love the scent. I'm glad, even though it's gone, that I have Soap Commander Love, because if I'd only had that and there was another rose scent, I think those two are very similar. Somebody else might have a better sniffer and say no, they're not. To me, they're very similar. The only thing I think Love has was a little bit more of a green smell in there, but they're so close, just from what I remember of Love, that I'm glad I have Love, because that one, the way this is gone, if I can't find it again, I've got something else there. So, and I fell in love with the modern version first, so love it, truly. That's it. Sorry I've rambled way too long. I have to get going. I love you guys. God bless. Praying for you guys. Talk to you later. Good night.